The opinions expressed are those of the show's host and not the staff or management of Port St. Lucie Broadcasters. Any reproduction without written consent of WSTU and WPSL is strictly prohibited. Now it's time for Quality of Life Radio, brought to you by Cigna. Here are your hosts, Gary Owen and Tom Bouvier.
Hello and a beautiful good morning to all our wonderful friends listening in on this Florida Tuesday morning. I'm your host, Gary Owen.
And I'm your co-host, Tom Bouvier.
And we are bringing you the Quality of Life Radio Show, brought to you by Cigna Medicare. We are streaming live on Facebook here in the WSTU studio in Stuart, Florida. And so on Facebook, you can catch us there live. Also, WSTUTV.com. So if you're listening in on the radio on WPSL 1590 or WSTU 1450 and you want to see our handsome mugs, you can tune in to WSTUTV.com and catching Tom the Boov smiling from... And ear to ear, right? Tom.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Why are we here?
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Troy.
Good morning.
We're here for three reasons. Every week we bring the Quality of Life Radio Show to bring relevant content to people, information that really helps them. Secondly, we're here to showcase and support our local businesses, and Gary will be introducing him in just a moment. And thirdly, we're here to bring education and information, particularly around the insurance field that we specialize in, to help bring quality of life to people's lives.
And yes, our featured guest this morning is Troy McDonald. I think he is kind of share together. We'll share with our listening audience and those of you that are watching. I think Troy is a brother from another mother, since we have so much in common. And in the second part of the show, we're going to share with you our knowledge and information about important insurance solutions. Yes, insurance can be boring and complicated and confusing and convoluted, but we're
ever changing,
always changing. But Tom and I are going to reveal to you the pitfalls that you can avoid, transparency and good old-fashioned simplicity and insurance straight talk. And we're going to improve your quality of life because, Tom, it is our mission
to simplify insurance planning so that you can enjoy the stress-free life that you really deserve.
So this important guest that we have with us, I think most of you who have lived in the Treasure Coast for some time know Troy McDonald. So we're excited to have him with us. He is the former Stuart mayor. He's the current Stuart City. He decided to get back into politics again. He just can't get enough of it. The Stuart City Commissioner, and he is the real estate extraordinaire with Coldwell Banker. Good morning, Troy.
Good morning. Thank you for having me, guys. It's very exciting to be here.
It's good to have. Well, you haven't even seen the excitement yet. You wait till we get to the 12 days of Christmas.
Oh, my Lord.
It's going to really be fun. We're going to have everyone singing. Evan Nine's going to be playing the guitar, and we're
that could cause viewer listenership to go down if you allow me to sing.
No, actually, I think it'll go up. And
he does have the power to mute us.
Yeah, mute the mic. And before we get to Troy, we've got a lot of questions and information Troy's going to share with us. But stay tuned because we're going to share with you two stories that I found this morning. A Florida woman finds a raccoon in her Christmas tree. So raccoons need Christmas too. So we're going to share you, and this was a Florida woman. So it's a funny story. Stay tuned for that. And then China recommends flight attendants to wear diapers. So we're excited to share that story with everybody too. And
no union breaks.
And if for those of you who are out of jobs, want to be a flight attendant, looks like China would require you to wear diapers to get paid. Anyway, Troy's sitting there looking at me like, "Damn, I think I would like to wear diapers."
We just may one day.
Brutal.
Give it time. We love you. We love you.
All in due time.
So, Troy, we have a lot in common. I mean, you're an aviator.
I am.
I'm an aviator. You're from where?
Western Pennsylvania.
I'm from Western Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
You love what kind of whiskey?
Scotch.
I love Scotch whiskey. You're how old?
53.
I'm 53. Where's our mama?
I know. But we do have different tartans.
Yes, we do have different tarts because he is from the McDonald clan.
Actually, I wear the Turner clan.
That's
I
right.
wear the Turner clan, which wears the Lamont tartan, and I chose that because that's on my mother's side of the family.
And
So
it's prettier looking too, isn't it?
it is.
More vibrant.
So you guys were not separated by birth.
I don't know.
Never know.
We kind of look alike, I mean, if I shave my head, I probably, grow my beard again. I mean, you couldn't tell who was who.
That's true.
Yep, very exciting.
So, Troy, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from. Oh, and by the way, if Portia is looking, I want to give a shout out to your better half. Portia is an elder law attorney here in Martin County, and she does wonders for her clients, and she's busy as ever. And Troy, you want to give everyone her number in case they need some help or have questions that she could help with?
Absolutely. My wife is Portia B. Scott Chartered. She's elder law attorney, does all needs elder law, including estate planning and elder law care and planning. Her number is 772-287-0096. Give her a call, and I'm sure she can help you out with all your elder law needs.
And then Troy's going to share with you his contact information and explain to you what and how he can help you, our listening audience. So, Troy, where are you from? What's your passion? And how you got here on the Treasure Coast, and what got you into politics before we get into real estate?
Well, I was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Most of my family lives actually up near Erie. When I was a child, my family moved to Toledo, Ohio, and where I spent most of my young life. And as a young man, when I had a career in aviation, I ended up here in South Florida and on the Treasure Coast. Did that for a few years, decided to make a few changes, married a local girl. Everything changes when that happens. Ran a business for 21 years. Earlier this year, I decided to make a career change into real estate, and we'll discuss that in a little bit. But I have a love for public service and for community service, and that's what led me into local politics. I served, I'm on my 5th term as a city commissioner, served 2 times as mayor. But what I really like to do is help people either through government when they're having problems with our local government and have navigating the system, but also through not-for-profits. I've supported many, many not-for-profits over the years. I've done Dancing with the Stars, the Men in Pink campaign for the American Cancer Society, Lip Sync Challenge for the Kane Center, Celebrity Chef with Madison's Miracles, just to name a few. And being part of the local community, helping and support people in need and helping improve the lives of people is really what I like to do.
Troy, your community involvement is unparalleled. So we certainly recognize all that, and we appreciate you entirely for what you do and what you give back to the community.
I appreciate that. It's a passion.
Yes, it has to be a passion, obviously, and it shows that you do care and you're genuine about that. So that's recognized. So now, moving beyond government and what you give back to this community, what do you do to earn an income, for God's sakes?
Well, I try to help people, our community buy and sell houses. And I really enjoy that. There's nothing happier than seeing someone the day they sign all the paperwork and you hand them the keys to the house that they're going to move in, where they're going to, in some cases, I've done one case, it was a retirement home. The first house I sold earlier this year was a retirement home. They were folks from this area originally. They had moved away for many years. They came back. And they had both retired, and they found the home that they were going to spend the rest of their days in. And that was really nice. But I also closed on a home recently that was a young family, fresh out of, it was a young doctor in his family, fresh out of medical school. Just a beautiful wife and kids. And just, you can just see that it was the start of a new beginning for them. They were getting ready in this new adventure of their career and with children in school. And it's so exciting to see that and know how much joy that event of getting that house will bring to them in the future.
The Treasure Coast is a great place to live. It's a great place to buy homes. And we can see that with what's going on in the real estate market. It is absolutely ridiculous what's going on in Florida, but more importantly, here on the Treasure Coast.
Yeah, it is. The real estate market is on fire right now. If with the interest rates so low, with people moving into the community, inventory is probably at an all-time low. I think it's about 2.5 months of inventory. From what I'm hearing from other realtors, it's not uncommon to have a house on the market for only a couple of days and have multiple offers above list price.
Absolutely.
It's a bidding war right now. If you are looking to sell your home and downsize, or maybe if you're planning on some change of you want a different, just go a different direction. Now is the time. Now is the time to sell.
And who do they call, Troy? If
they can call Troy McDonald.
Who dat? Who dat man?
At Coldwell Bank.
Gotta be him.
And let me give you that phone number. My direct cell phone number goes directly to me, no one else. 772-260-9458. I would love to help you buy or sell your next home.
And it's great because, when you have an issue with the city of Stuart saying that you owe them money for a tax and you've paid it and they don't listen to you, then you pick up the phone and you call Troy McDonald, and guess what? It got taken care of within minutes. So, Troy, we thank you for that representation as well.
Well, yeah, but fortunately, you actually had paid the tax.
Well, I always pay my taxes, Troy. That I can't get out of.
But, there is, this year is, quite honestly, this year has been a challenge for local government, and not just local government, but small businesses. Everybody's into this transition. And in that transition, there were things that skipped through some things that slipped through some cracks. And in this particular case, yours was they didn't credit a full payment on your business receipt tax, I believe.
Exactly right. And so we appreciate your help with that. And they were so good about it. I mean, anyway, but I want to ask, do you sell ugly houses, beautiful houses, small, tiny houses, big mansions? What do you sell, Troy?
Whatever kind of house you want. I do not, I do not discriminate against the size or type of house.
Kind of like you don't discriminate against the single malt whiskey.
No, I don't.
How do I know that? I wonder. So we're going to go on a short break because it's already 20 minutes after the hour. We'll come back and we'll get some more information from Troy. You are listening to the Quality of Life Radio Show. I'm Gary Owen. You're listening to WSTU 1450 AM and WPSL 1590 from Palm Bay all the way down to the beautiful Palm Beaches. And we will be right back. Welcome back to the Quality of Life Radio Show. I'm Gary Owen, and my co-host is the Boov, Thomas Bouvier. What part of France are you from, Tom?
I'm told it's from Marseille.
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 And they immigrated to not New Orleans first, right? I mean,
New Orleans.
it was New Orleans first. All right.
Yeah. Nicholas Bouvier, the French side of my family, moved to right to New Orleans, opened a perfume shop. We have a picture of him standing in front of Bouvier's French Perfumery. And that was a shop he had right in the French Quarter.
That's why you always smell so pretty.
I'm a pretty smelling man, and I'm strong because the German side of my family also moved directly to New Orleans, and he had won a lot of contests. In 1906, we have newspaper articles of him winning strongman contests at the local YMCA. That's Ferdinand von Baron.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's my history.
Of course, we know you love food.
I do.
That was evident the first time I met you.
Mm-hmm.
And Evan's laughing. And there was something else I wanted to ask you, Tom. Your favorite French line, and you speak in French. Tell me. Yes.
Comes from New Orleans, but it's not Parisian French. It's more like New Orleans French during that famous time of year where everybody parties, which is pretty much 365 days a year.
Right?
Yeah.
But laissez les bons temps rouler. Let the
good times roll,
roll,
baby. That's right. We like that.
Yeah, thank you.
And that's in his office. So he has that framed in his office. Let the good times roll. So we're back with Troy McDonald, and we're glad to have him with us this morning. And Troy, before Tom and I go and banter back and forth about the wonderful life of insurance, there's a lot of people listening probably who are maybe contemplating on either listing their home or buying a home. So those people who are interested in listing, tell us a little bit about the process and what's important about it and what makes you unique to your competitors.
Well, one of the things that makes me unique is my intense local knowledge of our community, and I think that's very helpful when selling a home. But what I like to do when I start talking with somebody about listing their home is I want to sit down and just chat with them. I'm going to find out what's going on, what their goals are as far as selling the home and probably buying a home. Because if you need to go someplace, so find out what their goals are, what their needs are, find out how much they need to clear from the sale. And then start doing the research on the value of their home to get the value correct, and then come up with the marketing strategy for that home that brings them the maximum amount of value.
So what do you say to potential buyers out there who are looking at the prices going up every month, and it's ridiculous how much they've been inflated? So what do you say to those people who are wanting to buy a home that was maybe a year ago worth $50,000 less, and now it keeps going through the roof?
Well, tell them that at the rate things are going, that interest rates are a lot less, so there is a little bit of savings there. B, if they sleep on it today, they won't sleep in it tomorrow. And so if they're sitting here waiting, hoping a month from now there's going to be a change, there could be. The real estate market is a constant flow of up and down, but right now everything is trending up. And if you are looking to get into a property and you need to get into a property, you do not want to just continue to hold off. And that's where a professional realtor such as myself comes in. We're gonna not only going to help sell your home and identify the best way to market it to get the most value, but when it comes to buying the home, again, it's going to be sitting down and talking with you about what your needs are to come up with the home that will best fit your needs, your desires, and your goals. And we have the tools to do all those searches, but we also have connections through our community involvement, through our we know the different mortgage brokers in town. We know the insurance agents, as far as the inspectors, all of these things that can help identify the home, and especially with the financing. I have several mortgage people I've worked with and dealt with that, and all of them have, a lot of them have the same tools, but some of them have slightly different tools, can help people get into that home that they're looking for.
And the most important thing is they get the Troy McDonald.
That I would agree, but I'll also say there's a lot of great realtors in our community, and whether you work with me or my or one of my colleagues out there, or a professional realtor, or will, especially when you're selling your home versus selling it by yourself, will generally sell your home faster and for more money, just because because you don't just have the realtor that you engage and list the property with. Once that realtor accepts that listing, puts it on the MLS, now you've got the power of thousands of realtors trying to sell that home.
Two more things, and then we're going to transition here. First of all, what would be your single most important advice for someone who's looking to buy a home in today's market?
Well, that's a good question. And single most important advice, I'll have to think about that for a half a second here. But I would say, if you absolutely know what you want, and then get it.
Don't wait. Don't delay. Make your offer, and make it a good offer, because there's people standing in line to get that same house that you're looking at, you love. Because I know I've lost the one that I loved because I didn't make the right offer, even though it was a full offer, and even above a listing. And I still lost it. So
I'm hearing about people listing multi homes in excess of $1 million, not on the water, and then having multiple cash offers above asking price.
That's amazing.
And it is amazing, but that's happening all through the spectrum. The $250,000 house is being selling at prices that 2 years ago would have been 175 or 200,000, and it's just going right up through the whole price scale. And some of the more expensive homes are the ones moving the fastest.
But more importantly, I think, Troy, and you can attest to this, I'm sure, but what you're paying for, you're not just buying brick and mortar and wood and a beautiful home. You're buying a privilege to live in probably one of the most phenomenal counties in the entire state of Florida.
Absolutely. So, Martin County. I came here 25 years ago and never looked back. It is a wonderful, wonderful community with a lot to offer. And the most important thing about Martin County is the people. I've lived in a couple different places in Florida, but the nicest people in the world live here.
That's where I live. I guess I'm one of the nicest persons.
You are.
Very cool.
I love that. Hey, we should have wore our kilts. If we would have played this right, I could have called you up last night.
We could have killed it up.
Let's kill it up today.
You would have killed it with those kilts.
Goodness.
I do have one question, if I may. Of what percentage of people that are buying homes in Martin County are actually from this area versus people who are moving in from out of town
question.
Or out of the state, particularly?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. There are a lot of people moving in. Florida has about 1,000 people a day, but I've also understood that a few of us have identified, and we're seeing some people leaving. For example, because of the pandemic, we're seeing some folks from Canada that are selling their homes because of travel restrictions and healthcare restrictions from the Canadian side. So if you're happen to be listening, you're from Canada, you can't get down here, you want to sell your home, Troy McDonald, 772-260-9458. But so there's always that give and take as far as people coming and going, but we are seeing more people wanting to live in Martin County, and not only in the form of purchasing homes. You can see by the trend in development, for example, in the city of Stuart, towards multifamily rental properties. There's several under construction right now that are going to be added because people want to stay here, that necessarily either don't want to own or are not in the position to own right now. That's where we are seeing that internal growth as well.
Very good.
Thank you. Troy, one more time. I know there's probably a dozen there's a dozen people in the community bouncing up and down to give you a call so you can represent them.
I got my phone on silent because I'm afraid it's just going to ring off the hook today.
All right, go ahead and let everybody know what your phone number is again, please.
Again, my direct dial right to my phone is 772-260-9458.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Troy McDonald from Coldwell Banker. If you need help in real estate, where you got issues, if you're living in the city of Stewart, call the city commissioner, Troy McDonald. He will be there to help you out. And Troy, one last question. Political again, going back on the government side. When are you going to run for mayor?
Well, the mayor is that you don't run for mayor in the city of Stewart. You're selected every December. There's a reorganization meeting, and
Every December.
And amongst the 5 commissioners, the commissioners decide who is going to be mayor. It's the city of Stewart has kept this for the most part a very non-political decision. It's more of a rotation. In fact, we selected our new mayor last night, Eula Clark, and the new vice mayor, Merritt Matheson. And it's just pretty much a rotation. And if tradition holds, and I'm fortunate enough to be reelected in August, I should be in the rotation to be vice mayor next December.
Okay, fantastic. Well, we'll be there to celebrate with a nice dram.
We can celebrate for any other number of reasons with a nice dram.
And this is why he's my brother from another mother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to the second segment of our show, and we're gonna sing the 12 Days of Christmas. Evan, do you know how to sing that song, the 12 Days of Christmas? I'm going to ask you to sing it for me in a minute. But before we get there, I want to share with you these 2 stories that happened yesterday. A Florida woman finds a raccoon, a wascally raccoon, in her Christmas tree. So a Florida woman captured video, and you should Google this because it is funny as all get out, of the chaos that ensued inside her home when her dog alerted her to a raccoon climbing her Christmas tree. Aubrey Lacabelli said she awoke to the sound of her dog growling at 4:15 in the morning, and a brief investigation uncovered the reason for the canine's disquiet. A raccoon had apparently entered the home through the doggy door and was climbing the Christmas tree. A video filmed inside Lacabelli's home shows the dog knocking the tree over in an attempt to reach the raccoon, sparking a chase throughout the home.
Ooh.
That raccoon ran away from freedom, jumped on my chandelier where it swung there for like 30 minutes, she said. The video shows Lacabelli using a broom to shove the raccoon free from the chandelier. Hope she poked it in the 6. As she said, the raccoon ended up fleeing the house back through the doggy door, whence it came. So a very interesting story to have a raccoon celebrating Christmas, wanting to celebrate Christmas. So.
Gary, I actually had through my dog door one time, I had a possum come into my house. And then after we excavated the possum, our cat jumped up on a table and knocked off the centerpiece that my wife and shattered it. And we just thought the whole night was just crazy.
I'm sure she was happy with that one.
I'm sure it was my fault.
It always is, Troy. I know that. And you'll get a kick out of the second story, and then we'll move to the 12 Days of Christmas. China recommends flight attendants. Remember the last story we had, Tom, about a flight attendant
doing naughty things,
sexual favors and things like that. Now British here we are with British Airways, and now here China Airways recommends their flight attendants to wear diapers. So China's aviation authority released new COVID-19 safety guidelines that include the suggestion that flight attendants wear diapers to avoid using plain lavatories. I wonder if they've got Christmas colored diapers. That would be kind of cool. Santa, snowman, it'd be kind of interesting to see those diapers. The Civil Aviation Administration of China's document titled Technical Guidelines for Epidemic Prevention and Control for Airlines offers suggestions for hygiene practices to prevent flight crew members from contracting the coronavirus. This document, which includes recommendations for use of medical masks and other personal protective equipment, drew attention online for one unusual suggestion. It is recommended that cabin crew members wear disposable diapers and avoid using the lavatories, barring special circumstances. probably means like diarrhea, who knows,
Hmm.
barfing, to avoid infection risks. So anyway, next time you guys fly to China, ask if your attendant is wearing a disposable diaper.
If it's baggy in the back.
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to go there. All right. So, Evan, 12 Days of Christmas. This was published in England back in 1780. So, you probably forgot. Tom, do you know, or Troy, do you know the 12 Days of Christmas?
Oh, I could kind of remember it as it goes along.
I think elementary school
On the
was
first
last
day of
time.
Christmas.
My true love gave to me a partridge in a pear.
Partridge in a
Oh.
pear tree. Very good. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
2 turtle
Doves
doves
and a partridge in a pear tree.
Very nice. I'm sure you guys are enjoying this. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
3
Rolling balls.
3 French.
hens.
Yeah, French hens. Don't say the other word. 2
turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4
mice.
collie birds.
Calling
Calling
birds.
Yeah, 4 collie birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5
golden rings.
Yeah, he's looking at me like, what is it? Yeah, 4
Four
collie
turtle
birds,
doves,
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Here we go. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 geese a laying,
5 golden
5 golden rings, 4 collie birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oh God, we're gonna get a crush for this. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 swans a swaying, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 maids of milking, 7 swans a swaying, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden. Come on, Troy, sing it. 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. God, I wish I had come on to the show this morning. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids milking, 7 swans. We're off tune.
Geese.
6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 collie birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swaying, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 collie birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. 2 more to go, thank God. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swaying, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 collie birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swaying, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 collie birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a 9 in a pear tree. Well, listen. If that doesn't get your Christmas juices flowing,
It does.
I don't know
That's
what
Christmas mojo.
All right, we're on our second break. You're listening to the Quality of Life radio show with Gary Owen and Tom the Boo Bouvier and Troy McDonald in the studio. We'll be right back. Yeah, we're all sung out here in the studio. We worked really hard putting that song together.
Sounds like you had a few drams.
I wish that, actually
Wow.
I'm ready for a few drams after that one. That was a long.
I think we should
song.
tell people we had a few drams.
That's a good excuse.
Oh, listen, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So, Tom, we're going to kind of share with everybody the 12 days of Christmas. There's 12 different gifts. So, in the insurance industry, the life and health and Medicare industry that we are in, we also provide the same 12 types of different gifts that consumers can purchase. So the first one would be like, we say the partridge in a pear tree. We'll say accident insurance for me. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me accident insurance for me. Come on, man.
That's great.
Yeah, I
love it.
I'm a poet and didn't really know it, but that's okay. So keep this in mind that, Tom and I have been discussing over the last many, many weeks about Medicare and healthcare open enrollment. So in addition to that, yes, we do offer other insurance solutions. You can think, for those of you who have children, families out there, you've been in a car accident, you've had playing a ball game and had a broken bone, or God knows what happened. You've been in an accident or had an accident and go to the ER or go to the hospital, have all this expense. There is policies for pennies, a penny on the dollar, that you can buy to protect you for accident insurance, and then reimburses you for what you paid to the hospital or the doctor to take care of that. So we know that many children, who are very active, they have accidents. It's just bound to happen. So accident insurance is great. It's great for everybody.
It helps cover plans that have high deductibles.
Yes.
You broken
Exactly,
arm,
right.
and you go to the hospital and you have a $5,000 deductible, you can get for pennies on the dollar an insurance product that pays that $5,000 deductible, so the plan
Yes.
pays the rest.
And listen, whether you're on the job or you're at home, it doesn't matter. On vacation, that insurance coverage is there for you 24 hours a day, working for you. So that's number one. Number two is cancer insurance plans. So today, we know that there are over 1.8 million people every single year being diagnosed with cancer. And 77%, this is a horrific statistic, quite frankly, but 77 or 78% of Americans aged 55 and over will be, not might be, not can be, might not possibly, but will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. So there is a cancer policy that you can purchase from $10,000, $5,000 to $10,000 increments, up to $100,000 of protection. Upon first diagnosis of cancer, it pays you that cash tax-free benefit.
That's awesome, because not only would that help cover a high deductible health plan that you may have, but it also gives you the freedom to focus on your healing. And maybe you're living paycheck
Amen.
to paycheck,
Yep.
or you would have depleted your savings, or even have to get a mortgage if you have bills that run into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. This helps you focus on your healing, gives you financial relief from paying your bills, so you can just focus on what's important. And thankfully, cancer is not the death notice that it used to be.
That's right.
for
And
many
I
people.
was flying from Dallas Fort Worth once back to PBI, and I was sitting next to a lady who was just coming from cancer treatment at MD Anderson in Texas. So one of the things that if you have insurance, health insurance, your health insurance isn't going to pay for you to fly to MD Anderson, the #1 cancer hospital in the nation, or Sloan Kettering, the #2 cancer hospital in the nation, or Johns Hopkins, the third top cancer hospital in the nation. So, and see the top oncologists in the nation. So to have that benefit at your disposal for pennies on the dollar. I mean, what I see apathy, Tom, and I see people with their heads in the sand and don't want to do it because they say it's not going to happen to me. And it happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And people who get diagnosed with cancer, it is horrific what they have to go through with their health, their mental state, and their financial state.
And I believe you shared the statistic about men versus women.
Yes, one in 2 men and 1 in 3 women will be diagnosed with cancer. So, I know when I go out and do my speeches and presentations, I have all the men stand up in the audience, And if there's 50 men in the audience, I say 25 of you sit down. So you 25 left standing are going to get cancer. Kind of hit it home. And so one of the things I'll tell you, my listening audience out there, is this: if you don't want cancer, you should buy my cancer policy. I'm going to guarantee you, if you buy my cancer plan, you will never get cancer.
And what if you lose?
And if I'm wrong, the insurance carrier is going to pay you $50,000.
Woohoo!
So either way, it's a win-win, and it's
That's
affordable. So you should have it for your family. You should think about it. Call our office, Owen Insurance Group, for a quote. Tom, how do they reach Owen Insurance Group?
Simply pick up the phone and call 772-210-1020 or 772-210-1020.
I like the 210-1020. Very easy to
It
remember.
flows off the tongue much easier.
And as you're sleeping in deep dreaming tonight, you're going to be seeing those numbers:
772
210-1020.
210-1020.
Evan's shaking his head up there. He's like, you guys are off the chart. All right,
You
number
said we could say
3,
whatever we wanted.
life insurance. Life insurance does so many wonderful things, and there's so many types of life insurance. In fact, I went to the American College, graduated, earned the Life Underwriting Training Council Fellow designation. So I love offering life insurance products to consumers out there, because there are different types of insurance policies, and Troy said it best, right? I mean, this is what we do. It's an holistic approach, asking open-ended questions. What's good for you? What's going to suit your needs? And what's going to be there when you need it the most? So whether it's a term policy, a universal life policy, index UL, whole life, no expense, whether you're a business owner and you want an executive bonus or a key man protection, I mean, there are so many opportunities. And if you're looking for life insurance, you don't have life insurance, you need to get it. Half of Americans today don't have life insurance, and they need to be protected. And we're talking pennies on the dollar, for God's sakes.
Absolutely. And isn't there a unique clause in most in life insurance policies nowadays that they don't even have to die to benefit
So
from it?
there are good topic to bring up. So we'll segue into what Tom just bringing up. So there are life insurance policies. You have what I would call death insurance. So you got to die to get it, right?
Oh.
So now you have real life insurance, where they offer living benefits. So you want to make sure that you select the product and the carrier that has the living benefits. In case of a critical or a chronic illness, you could accelerate that life insurance policy to use for those life events. So you don't have to die to use it. So those are the types of life insurance that I truly recommend for consumers. 7. What else, Tom? We have ACA. I'm sorry, number 4. ACA and group health insurance plan. So ACA, the Affordable Care Act, health insurance ends today. So you've got to enroll by midnight tonight. Do not think you're going to call Owen Insurance Group at 10 o'clock and expect we're going to be there to answer the phone. So if you are out there and you haven't done, you're like one of those ostriches. You still have your head in the sand. Let me pick you up by the neck and shake you off a little bit, shake the sand out of your hair, and tell you that you can have health insurance here on the trip, or it could be Oscar Health. And we're finding that Oscar Health has 0 premium plans, less expensive than their rivals. So there's some great opportunities out there. And then if you, depending on the number of people in your household and your income, you could conceivably qualify for a $0 premium.
Absolutely. And please note that we are recording this on December 15th. So if you're listening to this on the 22nd, you're a week late, but still call us, because we do have other options.
That's correct. We're going to talk about those other options in a second. Tom, the other thing we talk about is group health. You just closed 2 deals on 2 companies for group health. So that's another thing. If you're a small business owner with 4 or more employees, you have the opportunity to look at group health for your employees, for your employees.
Absolutely. And that's unique in that it's not something that you have to do by the end of today or the end of the year. Anytime throughout the year, if you don't have insurance for your particular company, 4 employees or more, please give us a call. We can look and see what is available for you, as well as business owners. If you can't really afford or not in a position to offer health insurance, I believe we're probably going to talk something more about.
Well, we were going to segue into voluntary benefits.
Voluntary benefits.
Excellent. Excellent. Every business should offer voluntary benefits to their employees. Whether you're a full-time W-2 employee, a 1099 employee, you have the opportunity to offer voluntary benefits, which is like group products, whether it's life insurance, disability insurance, accident insurance, dental vision insurance, and the list goes on. And if you want to participate to help pay for that, you can. If not, the employee can pay for that 100%. So that's important to have an offer.
Absolutely, because I know when I've worked for different corporate worlds, they would offer those different ancillary products, different separate products, and they would take maybe $5.50 out of every paycheck. And as an employee, I was very happy to pay that, and the employer didn't have anything coming out of their pocket for those particular products.
Absolutely. I think that's powerful. I mean, to have that and
It does not cost you a thing.
No, and you know what? And it establishes confidence with your employees, loyalty,
longevity.
longevity. So I think it's important that you take a look at that. It doesn't cost you a dime to contact Owen Insurance Group to get a review, to sit down and talk to you and what your needs are. What you want them to do, what you're trying to achieve, and we'll put a plan of action together that makes sense for you, that's affordable for you and the employees. Really important. Let's see, Tom. Today ends ACA enrollment, and are they screwed? I mean, tomorrow they call us up and say, I want to enroll in a health plan. Can we help them?
If they call Owen Insurance Group, we can help.
We can.
If they call others, they would say you're screwed.
Well, if you're looking at our number again, or looking to find our number, or you didn't hear Tom or Gary give you the number, maybe Troy McDonald can give it better. Maybe he could be more articulate in the way he gives our phone number out.
This is a test.
772-210-1020.
Wow.
Come on.
Yeah, someone's
We
paying
like
attention.
Troy.
I like that.
Yeah.
We may have to invite him back next year.
Man with a sharp mind.
So yeah, so there are short-term medical plans that fall outside of Obamacare and ACA, from 1 month to 3-year plans. I call them bridge to Medicare. So for those that, like, for example, you're 62 years of age, you want to enroll in a 3-year plan, guess what? You can be locked into that 3-year plan, and it takes you right to Medicare age. And then Boov and Gary can then help you enroll in a Medicare plan. So there's a lot of solutions out there for you. We have it for you at your disposal. All you got to do is pick up the phone, call us, stop by our office. We're located now. Our new office is at 1611 Northwest Federal Highway in Stewart, north of the Roosevelt Bridge, right behind Key West Diner.
Mm-hmm. Great restaurant, by the way.
Medicare. Tom, do we offer Medicare?
We absolutely
plans?
do offer Medicare. And just because it's the Medicare open enrollment or annual enrollment period has closed on December 7th does not mean that if you're a Medicare beneficiary, you may not have some opportunity to change. You may have just moved in from out of state using a great realtor like Troy McDonald. Then that would give you an opportunity to make a change in your Medicare plans. And there's many other special open enrollment periods.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there's many people. There's over 10,000 people a day across the United States that are turning 65. So if you're turning 65 or you're on a group plan, you're maybe now 68, 70, you're retiring, first time enrolling in Medicare, give us a call. We'll help you walk that process. We'll be your guide, take you by the hand, and we'll make sure that we'll treat you right, number one, and give you the many options that's available to you.
That's right. If you were born in 1956 or 1957, that means within this next year,
Right.
you're turning 65, or 2022, you'll be turning 65.
That's important. Prescription drug plans. And by the way, going back to Medicare. So yes, the annual election period ended December 7th. However, if you are unhappy with your Medicare Advantage plan or whatever, or maybe you didn't change a Medicare Advantage plan, you do have an opportunity in the open enrollment period. It's a new open enrollment period that begins January 1st and ends March 30th. So if you do have questions about that, we can help you. And then, Tom, we also have long-term care or extended care. How important is that? Because I know you've helped many clients that have come in with hybrid long-term care plans.
Absolutely. So people think that their Medicare will take care of them and put them in assisted living for 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 years until they pass. However, long-term care, Medicare doesn't cover that. Long-term care policies help with that.
All right, so we've got the finger from Evan that we got 2 minutes left. So the pinky finger just went up. So also annuities. We also offer fixed annuities, fixed indexed annuities. So your financial advisor may have did a good job in helping you with your nest egg. Now it's up to us to help protect your nest egg and provide you lifetime income. Also dental vision plans that we have available, and also disability insurance. Very important to have disability because you want to protect your paycheck. That's the most important thing that you can protect with insurance is your ability to earn an income.
And we've heard horror stories of very wealthy, high income earners who did not have that protection. They had physical problem. They couldn't continue in their trade, and they literally lost everything. But give us a call.
So there's the 12 gifts of Christmas for you from the insurance side of Owen Insurance Group. Next week, that we'll be on vacation, so we will air the show again in case you missed it and you want to hear us singing. We did a very good job, I think we did, in spite of it. And we will be back live on December 29th, and we are truly wishing every one of you a very Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you have, please share us with your friends, family, and neighbors. And remember, Treasure Coast, stay safe, keep healthy, be happy, and enjoy your quality of life.